And welcome back to the final segment of the Grow Omaha show, and this is what we call the lightning round. It is brought to you by Turner Construction. We call it the lightning round because we cover a lot of things in a short period of time, and we sometimes call it your cocktail party ammunition moment, where you will get the content you will impress your friends and neighbors with when you hang out with them tonight, Saturday night. You know all of this sort of stuff. But Turner Construction is our sponsor for this segment, and we really appreciate them doing that. Turner is building for the future. Came to Omaha to build the massive Papillion data center along Highway 50, but they do so much more than that. They've got this real nice office in the Mastercraft building, and they work with companies of all sizes to build outstanding buildings that help those companies meet their mission, make money, and serve their customers. We are so proud to have Turner as our sponsor, and if you are a person who is ever looking for building services for your investment or for your company, please look no further than Turner Construction. All right, first on the docket, Charles Drew Health Center is adding a 6,000 square foot medical clinic at 5920 Maple Street in downtown Benson. That is supposed to open around this summer. It'll target teens and young adults. And the nice thing about stuff like this, Trenton, is it further diversifies that downtown Benson area. Benson's great, but you don't want it to be just bars or just restaurants or just entertainment. You want a little bit more of that daytime feel as well. And so something like this is probably a nice addition.
How about a parking garage?
You know, it's probably a good idea. And a lot of people would probably freak out to hear us say that because they'll say, well, parking garages commercialize a district that just kind of organically bubbled up. But if you put one kind of off to the side or in the middle and you put a nice attractive facade around it, it might really help those businesses.
Absolutely. You can still carpool. You can still Uber. You can Lyft, whatever. The other thing is I wonder if Charles Drew Health Center will have like evening hours because that's when Benson is hopping.
That's when, when teens
and
young adults need medical services.
Yeah, you can't drink until after you get your shot.
That remains to be seen. More demolition has happened at 44th and Douglas. This is where a 7-story Hampton Inn is planned. Mentioned this a couple weeks ago. They took down a handful of single-family houses. Well, since then, they also took down about a 3-story small apartment building, and they're just removing rubble and debris from the site. So it should be construction ready, I would think, this spring, but that'll be a nice addition. The other thing on the docket, Trenton, I want to give you a chance to kind of brag about some of the deals that you've done recently, because one of them is a brand new restaurant, and then we have another business that's going to be building in town as well. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, I'm very excited to announce a new restaurant chain coming to Omaha. Very healthy choice. Mitchell Management, who's a major franchisee of Jimmy John's in 4 states, is the area developer and franchisee of Crisp and Green. So crispandgreen.com. You can check out their menu. They're going to 80th and Dodge. This is a drive-through location, about 3,000 square feet. Same building as Penn Station, next to Jimmy John's, the Cox Communications customer service place just west of Beverly Hills Shopping Center where Jams is. And they're going to start the build-out anytime now. And they offer about 12 different salads, smoothies, bowls, and a lot of options. And with the growth of that Med Center area, it'll be huge. We got a location picked out downtown, and there'll probably be 3 or 4 more after that. So that's Crisp and Green. And then the other one that's more industrial just signed a lease for a 20,000 square foot entrant near 118th and Harrison in La Vista, right by Restaurant Depot and the new Streck Laboratories building campus. There's it's called Gexpro, and it's a subsidiary of Rexel, which is an international company based in Paris, a U.S. headquarters in Dallas, and they're an electric supply distributor.
Well, I appreciate you sharing those with us. And
fresh stuff, Jeff.
Yeah, congrats on doing those deals. Can't wait to try Crisp and Green. I've been eating more and more of those healthy lunch options lately for obvious reasons. I need it. But that'll be a great addition to the marketplace.
Yeah, we're excited about it. They're fun to work with.
Do you know off the top of your head where they're headquartered?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing that. All right, a Chase Bank branch is coming to 3157 Farnham Street. That's in Midtown Crossing. This is actually going to take that old space that was the Afternoon. Remember the Afternoon right there in the corner? Yeah, that's going to be a Chase Bank branch. And Chase, they recently opened up a bank branch in Exarban.
Beautiful building.
So they're obviously trying to have a retail banking presence here in Omaha. The other thing that is of note in the Midtown Crossing area, everyone knows that Crave went out of business there some time ago. If you look at the south entrance to Crave, where they had kind of the really colorful, almost looked like jeweled entryway, that now has a proof sign on it. Proof is the whiskey and tasting business that had been on the other side of Midtown Crossing. It's moving over to the Crave space. Ray's Buffalo Wings is moving over to that space. It looks like that is well underway. So some big changes in that Midtown Crossing area. Pretty cool stuff.
So Proof is not a bread company, right, where they proof the bread?
You know, bread is great, but I'm more into whiskey and bourbons myself.
There you go.
All right, a newish restaurant, and I say newish because I think it's been open a while, and unfortunately we forgot to report on it, but it looks like a great place. It's called Akarui on the northeast corner, easy for me to say, Akarui on the northeast corner of 12th and Capitol in the Capital District, kind of a ramen poke place, lunch and dinner, real contemporary look, appears to be kind of an quick serve but upscale quick serve type place. I would imagine it's going to do pretty well right there in the Capital District with everything that's happening downtown.
That's neat.
And then finally, good news for travel. The TSA reported 1.3 million passengers went through airports on March 12th in the United States, the most since March 15 of 2020. But despite that good news, we still have a long ways to go until we are at pre-pandemic levels. And that's it for today. That's it for this week. We appreciate you being with us. I'm Jeff Beals.
And I'm Trenton Magid.
You've been listening to Grow Omaha, brought to you by D&M Roofing, NAI NP Dodge, and Turner Construction. We'll chat with you again next week at 9 o'clock right here on News Radio 1110 KFAB. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.